So, Jim, I gave you a little of a task. You want to tell people about it?
Yeah, so was speaking to Liam, I think about 2, 3 weeks ago. I'd just been to Hull City Football Ground for work to install some bins, uh, and then Liam had the fantastic idea to give me a task of researching a wrestling company in Hull, which I have done. I've done quite a bit of research, if I'm honest. Like usual, I've gone a bit over the top. Like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go absolutely mental with this and kind of show my son up.
Now, the interesting thing is the reason I gave you this one is because their online exposure's not that really that good.
hmm hmm Yeah, mate, definitely. I mean, the things that I've found out about this company straight away, I got back in touch with you and I was like, wait a minute, this guy's involved with the company. What the fuck? You were like, yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's awesome. So yeah, did quite a bit of research. I'm hoping that it is correct. If it's not, then I'm gonna make me sound look like a complete tit. But I do that every single day of my life, so there's nothing new.
Dear. So, somebody who obviously does like work for NGW may watch this, so there's no pressure.
Oh shit.
Dear. So, yeah, new generation wrestling. Obviously, this is the first. Is this the first time you've known about this promotion?
Yeah, it's first time I've heard of NGW, but the things that I've learned about it, it's quite interesting to be honest. Yeah.
There you go. So, why don't you kick us off? What was the first thing you found when you Googled it?
So obviously, New Generation Wrestling or NGW established May 16th, 2008. Headquarters are in Hull in the United Kingdom. Founder is Luke Ingemels. Owner Richard Dunn. I wonder if he's related to Kevin Dunn of the WWE. We'll never know, but might be. But the first thing that really popped out to me is the executive producer, which is Mark Labette, who is on ITV's The Chase as the Beast, which it was quite what the fuck moment. That was what the fuck the moment was. Also saw that their slogan that they have is "Bring out the hero in you," which I find is really good because it's sort of like a motivational speech sort of thing, or like a slogan, motivational slogan, should I say? And it's quite a good slogan. That it's one of them that really would make you think, right, I'm gonna give my best here. So yeah, it was quite awesome. That.
There you go. So, before obviously you carry on, I mean, let's talk about Matt Lebeck. I mean, did you think somebody of his caliber would be involved in wrestling?
Not at all. I mean, let's be fair, Liam. The amount of things that we, not just myself, but we've learned ever since coming into like going to shows and things like that, and we've been like, what the fuck? Does that really happen? Is that true? Is that true? This and other blah blah blah. Um, and to think that someone like Matt Labette, someone that I've watched on ITV for over like nearly 10 years on the chase. Never would have thought that a guy like him would have been interested in wrestling. Never in my wildest dreams at all. I mean, it almost it's almost as surprising as I remember when I watched. I think it was Anton Deck with "Who Do You Think You Are," and Declan Donnelly is actually related to Dixie Carter from TNA, which
Oh,
I was
okay.
like,
Even I didn't know that.
yeah, I think she's like second cousin to Declan Donnelly, and I'm like, wow, what? That's insane.
Okay. Even
So,
I've learned something new today. Do you know what I mean? I've learned something.
yeah, I mean, it's even on YouTube and everything like that. It's if you just type in Declan Donnelly, Dixie Carter, it comes up with it, and it's like he meets her, and she's like, yeah, I once run a company that's like worth 8.6 billion. He's like, give me some of that money.
Dude. Now you mentioned obviously the slogan thing. You said you kind of draw into that. Do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, well, it's definitely one of them slogans that kind of you can sort of relate it to, into what I do on my channel with the mental health side of things, being your own hero, because there's quite a lot of people out there that either don't have a hero or they struggle with sort of like asphyxiating their gaze and their sort of like their mentality towards being like someone. So, for example, if someone hasn't got a family member. So it's say if they aren't going to have like a father figure, who majority of people would say that they are their hero, they can be like, I'm not going to choose someone to be my hero. I'm going to be my own hero, sort of thing, and that can really help people with obviously any mental struggles and things like that.
Okay. And what else did you find out?
I found out that NGW's first event was held at Hull's Eastmount Recreation Centre. Company quickly established its identity by focusing on developing local new talent while featuring established veterans of the British independence scene. This is between the years of 2008 to 2012. A couple of homegrown stars such as prima donna Nathan Cruz, the amazing Matt Myers developed their early careers at NGW, quickly becoming the pillars of the company itself. So then the promotion began its expansion, holding its first show on the road at Pontefract Town Hall in December 2011.
Let's just
Rise to
sorry,
prominence.
let's not jump the gun a little bit there, Jeremy. Let's obviously pick it a little bit by bit. You mentioned obviously homegrown talents there and stuff like that. How important is that for the UK scene?
It's massive because obviously you'll have people like Nathan Cruz and Matt Myers who they'll hone the craft at NGW and then they can move on to such as PPW, they can go to SPW, they could go to UKW, they could go to Kingdom Wrestling, and they'll go to these different shows and everything like that. And when they're speaking to other wrestlers, they'll be like, the other wrestlers can say, "Oh, where did you train?" They said, "Oh, we trained at NGW. It's really good. This and other. You should go and check them out." So then you get more and more established people, such as Joe Sedgwick. You could get Mustafa Khan. You could get Alfie and Didi. You could get Skylar Rose going to NGW and featuring on one of their shows, and then that draws more people to that company.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Carry on.
As I was saying, the promotion began its expansion, holding its first show on the road at Pontefract Town Hall in December 2011, rise to prominence 2012 to present. As its following grew, NGW began running bigger Hull venues, including the Sports Arena, now Airco Arena, and most notably the historic Hull City Hall, which would become the location of their televised shows.
There you go. So you've obviously got like your interns, like shows, obviously at the Eastmount. Then you got your recorded one at Hull City Hall. It's kind of great. Do you know what I mean? You got two different like venues.
Exactly, definitely. I mean, it just makes it. If someone can't get to one place, they can get to the other place, hopefully. And not just that, but if there's a certain event going on at one of them that they can't use, so then they can't use it, then obviously they can go to a different one whenever they're wanting to do a show, sort of thing. Which I find is really good because it just, you might have one venue that's quite small, so you can't hold as many people. The other one could be quite a bit bigger, so you hold more people, you can sell more tickets, yada yada. But the smaller venue tends to grow you more hardcore fans rather than just the casual fan that'll just go just because they've got nothing else to do.
Absolutely. And I've been to the Hull City Hall. I've also been to the Eastmount. And do you know something? It may be two different vibes, but do you know something? It's still NGW. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, but I mean, not only is it good that they've got the two different venues, but you could hold basically two different shows at each venue. So you could have one that is family orientated, you could have another that's more hardcore, so it's more for your 18 to 24 demographic sort of thing. So you're more likely to get more hardcore fans in one than you are the other, but the one that's more family friendly, you're more likely going to get families going, obviously, which will then get younger generations involved. They'll be more interested. So then you've got you've got the next generation of NGW wrestlers right there with your younger talent.
I think you've said that well said there, mate. Carry on.
So global television and national impact, NGW is arguably best known for its significant television footprint, which helped, bring British wrestling back to the national audience. The ITV World of Sport Wrestling (WOS) revival. The team and core talent of NGW were the driving force behind the 2019 return of the legendary ITV World of Sport Wrestling primetime series, which marked the first time British wrestling had been on primetime ITV in 30 years. I mean, that just speaks for itself, really.
When did I need to check that because I know about World of Sport, but I didn't know that NGW had that, impact, obviously, for World of Sport.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's from what I've read on my research, series was seen by over 10 million people in the UK. It was aired globally. Many NGW matches and talent filmed at Hull City Hall were featured in the series, cementing NGW's influence on the national wrestling scene.
Interesting. I'm going to have to chase that up and follow up on, obviously, who I know, because I didn't know that. That's something I've learned.
Definitely. I mean, I'm learning more and more each day, really, with more research that I've been doing.
Absolutely. So carry on.
So before COVID-19 happened, NGW was described as Europe's most televised wrestling company. NGW's programs aired in over 34 countries worldwide. They were regularly featured on UK channels like Challenge TV's Wrestle Talk and programs like British Wrestling Roundup, as well as local regional channels like Bay TV Liverpool and Estuary TV, something like that. I don't know.
And it's funny you mentioned COVID and stuff like that because we know as COVID that had an impact on a lot of things, including wrestling.
Definitely. I mean, not just wrestling, but also like working men's clubs up in that country. They're still suffering now because there's a lot of people that won't go to working men's clubs anymore because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I think I would have loved to have seen the British scene before the COVID-19 pandemic hit, just because when we go to UKW shows, it's nearly packed. So it would have been brilliant to see what it were like before.
Yeah, and it's funny when we interview people. I mean, the amount of times that wrestlers said to me, COVID obviously impacted them as well. Do you know what I mean? Because it is, like a big thing?
Yeah, exactly, mate. It impacted a lot of people, not just people obviously losing family members and things like that, but it took a really big toll on people's mental health as well because you weren't allowed to go see your friends. There were a lot of restrictions and blah blah blah. Nobody knew what the hell we were doing. I mean, the government certainly didn't because they were useless twats. But anyway, so yeah, it's I really do feel sorry for the younger generation that had to go through COVID while they were at school because quite a lot of them lost out on their education because of what happened with the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely, and stuff like that. So before we obviously continue obviously into your research and stuff like that, I want to talk a little bit about branding and stuff like that. With NGW, you can tell straight away the green is their branding.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the second that you see the green of their logo, you straight away know that's NGW. There's no, it's very, trying to think of the word. It's like very potent. Like you know exactly as soon as you see that brand, you know that is NGW. It's same as when you see UKW. Straight away, you know that's UKW. As soon as you see SPW, you know that's SPW. It's brilliant how they've gone around the branding sort of stage about it, sort of thing. Because, like you say, as soon as you see the green, that particular color green, you associate it with NGW. So
Absolutely, and I think another one as well is North, which is yellow.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I could give you another one. Newcastle, wrestling in Newcastle. First thing you see is Newcastle Bridge. So
absolutely, and stuff like that. But yeah, carry on.
NGW features multiple championships to showcase its growing roster of wrestlers and runs several significant signature events annually. So the NGW Undisputed Championship was first brought in May 16, 2009. The first reign was Lucas Steele, primary championship of the promotion. You then have the Tag Team Championships, which were brought in on December 4th, 2011. currently listed as vacant. You got the Gen X Championship, was brought in December 22nd, 2015, which sort of like the user focus this title sort of like the X Division Championship in TNA, more for your younger high flying talent sort of thing. So a couple of signature events. One in particular is Eternal Glory, traditionally held around this time of year, about in December. This is one of NGW's biggest annual events, often held at major venues like Connexin Live, formerly Bonus Arena in Hull. You then have the anniversary show held around May, June time to celebrate the company's founding. The 16th anniversary show scheduled for June 28th, 2026 at Hull City Hall, which you have in the banner. Next, finally, you've got NGW Proving Ground, a series of smaller developmental events designed to showcase academy students and further stars alongside established main roster names.
Absolutely. So I want to talk a little bit about identity and stuff like that, because you mentioned the Gen X thing. I can't think of another wrestling thing in the UK who's got like an identity match, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. It's it just sets them apart from the other companies, really. I mean, you've got UKW that's got the Genesis Championship, but that it's basically like the IC and US title to what the World Heavyweight and WWE title is. It's like the mid card. It's the mid card championship. Whereas the Gen X title, like we said, it's basically like it's sort of like the X Division Championship, what it is to TNA sort of thing, which I think is really good because for me, I think that they should not exactly limit the roster sort of thing, but if you have a specific title for a specific division and a specific weight class sort of thing, you can show off that division in its entirety. So you could basically build a pay-per-view around one sort of like doing a tournament for one title. I mean, I love me in a tournament. I absolutely love them. So I'd love to go to that if they did that.
Just to correct you on some information, because you said that the tag titles are vacant. They are not. They obviously are with the Reese and Rogan, which is obviously one of the top tag teams in the UK. So it kind of leads back to like, information out there a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
Carry on.
Next up, I've got the NGW Wrestling Academy, central to NGW's mission in the development of the next generation of UK talent, which is done through its dedicated training facility. Main facility is in Hull, obviously. Academy provides professional training for aspiring wrestlers, referees, and other support roles in the industry. Key trainers, long-time NGW cornerstones like former champions Nathan Cruz and Matt Myers that I alluded to earlier, serve as lead trainers, providing direct tutelage based on their experience on the British and international wrestling circuit.
There you go. So is that all the information you found out?
Not yet.
You got loads more, haven't you?
I've got another paragraph.
Okay, I'll let you finish the paragraph, then we'll have a discussion.
Well, we'll talk about the academy first because I think that it's absolutely fantastic that obviously people like Nathan Cruz and Matt Myers are taking time obviously out of their busy schedule to go and train these younger people, these younger wrestlers, people that are just getting into the business sort of thing, because it's basically like what WWE's got with is it LGF? Legends and Future LFG, sorry.
Yeah.
Legends Future Greats. You've got these young, hungry wrestlers that are being taught by legends. So you could have someone that's not sure what they're doing being taught by Nathan Cruz, and it can be like, if you do this, then you do this. If you're having this, you do this. If you're having this, you do this. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Sort of thing, and that is preparing your future wrestlers for the future. So then you've got a new roster for when people like Nathan Cruz, Matt Myers, people that are wrestling now when they retire, sort of thing.
Yeah, so Nathan Cruz, obviously, I think he has done, obviously, he's gone to, obviously, AEW now. He's working behind the scenes there, but you've still got somebody like a Matt Myers. I'm just seeing the NGW Academy thing, and one of the things they do is it's called seminars where they bring like a big name in just to, give that information. And these are people, obviously, who's been there. Fit Finlay, Doug Williams, who we've obviously spoken to, Nigel McGuinness, Winter, Rockstar Spud, Dave Taylor, and many more. I mean, you can't get any better than that, right?
Exactly, bud. It's like I say, you're fetching in these legends who want to speak to these young, hungry talent, and it's just going to set them up for the future. It's you're giving them the tools to be able to do what they need to do. It's up to them if they want to do it. So it's just fantastic. I mean, you can't ask for more. I mean, Fit Finlay, one of the best technical wrestlers that have ever lived. Nigel McGuinness, an absolutely fantastic wrestler as well.
Doug
And
Williams,
just
we
so many
obviously
more.
spoke to him.
Exactly, Doug Williams, absolutely fantastic guy, and what a career he had.
There you go. And stuff like that. So, did you get a chance to watch some matches?
I haven't managed to. I tried my best to, but I haven't managed to.
Okay, and stuff like that. Anything else before we obviously get into discussion part?
Last one is just a live event touring and reach in the 4 years preceding the pandemic. NGW was a major live touring entity. They had a partnership with Butlins. Thanks to a 2016 deal with the holiday resort company Butlins, NGW held over 100 events a year, entertaining over 300 to 400,000 people annually live across the country. This model made them one of the most active live show promoters in Europe. NGW continues to schedule major anniversaries and annual events in their hometown, such as the 18th anniversary show scheduled for June the 12th, 2026 at Hull City Hall.
There you go. So I've got obviously a few little questions. With something like NGW, we've mentioned obviously Hull based, you know what I mean? Obviously a lot of fans obviously from Hull go to their shows. Do you think if NGW, let's say they take it out of Hull like a road thing, do you think it'd work? With what you found out?
It's a bit difficult to like adamantly say yes or no, because obviously it depends if the company is taking the talent on the road with them, sort of thing. So if you're providing transfer for your wrestlers, then it could work. But obviously the wrestlers have got lives. They might work full time. There could be students with university or college, whatever. So you can't guarantee that it's going to work necessarily. But then also you don't want to just keep yourself to one place itself. I mean, it's working for UKW, but that's just because UKW is that sort of like established brand sort of thing. That's like, we're here in Batley, we stay here in Batley. If you want to come and see us, you're more than welcome to it. It's never a bad event with UKW sort of thing. So it's, like I say, it's difficult to adamantly say yes or no with that one.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, wrestling in Newcastle is obviously a good example. And I know Steve is going to watch this. So the thing is with Newcastle, I always thought, really, would it work bringing it out of Newcastle? But recently they went to Middlesbrough. And do you know what? It was still a great product. Do you know what I mean? Even though it says Wrestling in Newcastle, the name, we're in Middlesbrough, but it still felt like a Newcastle show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you just do like the surrounding area, so obviously Newcastle, if you just go to Sunderland, if you just go to Middlesbrough, if you just go to Gateshead, then I think it would work because people will be able to come to Newcastle. Whereas if you went from wrestling in Newcastle and you went all the way down to Southampton, you'd probably not get anybody that had come. You'd get people that come, but it wouldn't enhance your fan base at all, in my opinion. If that's put my teeth back in. It'd be very difficult to say we're gonna go from Newcastle to Southampton, Plymouth, whatever, and we're going to sell out because, I mean, people in Southampton probably never heard of wrestling in Newcastle because it's that far away. I mean, what is it, 8 hours away, something like that?
Yeah, it'd roughly be about that.
Yeah, I mean, it- I know for the fact that I wouldn't want to go from Barnsley down to Southampton to go and watch it to be at a show. I'd be like, nah, mate, I'm staying in bed. I'd just be knackered. I'd be knackered before we even got there.
Dear. So one of the things which obviously NGW gets a lot of stick for is apparently they haven't got like the internet exposure. Do you think that's important now moving forward in wrestling?
I think it is, mate, to be honest, because we're living in the age of social media. I mean, uh, I post on my channel's Instagram every day, and if I like, as you know, because I messaged you about this, myself and my wife went away for 2 weeks. I didn't post anything for that 2 weeks. My viewership on my channel on my Instagram went from 30,000 to 3. I was like, shit, balls. So I was like, right, that's me and my wife not going on holiday again.
But you need that, rest. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Like I say, you just need to be prepared and have things in schedule so that it does still upload and whatever. You can still get that exposure on your account, sort of thing. So yeah, I think that if they could, NGW should definitely look at getting not exactly like a social media team, just have someone that is willing to do all the social media posts. I mean, UKW does it and they get thousands of views every week. It's fantastic for them.
Another one. Look at Pursuit. Look at PPW in Sheffield.
Mm. Definitely. I mean, it's not just the company that's posting for them as well. You've got Alfie that posts every week. Obviously, the training sessions or whatever, like name this finisher and all that. I love that. I think that's brilliant. That. But then you've also got like Skylar doing like the weekly videos with the trainer being a bit of a twat with you. It's like, oh, I'd love to this, but this person's bullying me. And it's like, and so everyone just has a good laugh about it. I mean, it brings eyes to the product, and every single video that you see with Alfie, with George Hunter, another example, with Evan Bishop, just all these people that go and train at PPW, every single video that they do, the logo of PPW is in the background. So
yeah,
that gives them the exposure.
I also think as well is like when a wrestler like tags that promotion, do you know what I mean? Then it gets seen by other people of that promotion. Do you know what I mean? So I think for me personally, it all depends where NGW wants to go. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, mate. I mean, if they're happy being where they are, then more power to them. I mean, they might have the, I know this is going a bit mental, but they might have the mentality of we want to be the next ICW, we want to be the next Evolve, we want to be the next NXT, if that's possible. So if they want to do that, then obviously they need to push the social media thing a bit more, which it's doable. It just takes, as you know, it just takes quite a bit of work to keep on top of it, sort of thing. I mean, there's been days where I've had to look at my Instagram account 4 or 5 times and be like, did I post today? Did I post today? Did I post today? I'm like, oh shit, I didn't post today. Bollocks. So I have to fucking put something on. So, but yeah, it's doable. Like I say, it just takes quite a bit of work. And obviously, running a company isn't easy. I mean, know that just through Jonathan Sedgwick and through Gareth Angel, bless them, because those two guys work the absolute asses off every single day. They've both been absolutely fantastic with us when we've messaged them and just rocked up and just said, "Oh, can we do a live reaction, live stream, this and other?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course you can. No worries, no worries." And I mean, the 2 times that we went to UKW show, we were sat there. You could literally see Jonathan, Joe, Brett, and who was the other Sedgwick? There's another Sedgwick.
Brocco.
Rocco. There were so there were Joe, John, Brett, and then one of the others literally running around the arena every 2 seconds. They did not stop. So they put a lot of fucking work into these things. So I've got to send massive props to anyone that runs a company. I mean, I go back to when Paul Heyman did the speech with Inside the Rope with Kenny McIntosh, and if we're talking to Mike Dallas, who runs ICW, and the praise that he gave him was unbelievable. And I think every promoter, especially guys like Jonathan Sedgwick and Gareth Angel, just to name two that we obviously know quite well, they need their props, and they need a lot of thanks for everyone, not just the fans. Obviously, they get it from the wrestlers, the referees, and the announcers, and everyone that works there. But they deserve a lot of praise.
Absolutely. Now, I think one thing as well that NGW has got is that identity. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, mate. It definitely helps because obviously, like I said before, you've got people in the wrestling community that were like, oh, what show do we go to this weekend? Oh, there's this, there's this, there's this, there's NGW. Oh yeah, we'll go to watch NGW, definitely. That sort of thing.
Absolutely. So obviously, I don't want to go like an half an hour show, but what if NGW watches this, or any person working in NGW, what would your message be to them for what you found out?
Get myself and Liam down. We'll do a live reaction.
I'd love to. Do you know what? I definitely would.
I'd be more than happy to go and do that, mate. I'd probably just say keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're smashing it as it is. They're doing great work. They're obviously doing really well with the academy, really well with the developmental side of things and what have you. The shows I've heard are really good. I'm definitely going to be watching a couple of matches after this. And yeah, just I can't really. I don't really have any like criticism against them, sort of thing, because end of the day, like I said, they're working their asses off every single week. They're doing everything they can do to put out the best show. So yeah, there's no negative.
There you go, guys. There you go. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it was just a little half an hour show. I wanted to just to see how much Jim could find out, because I didn't give you anything, did I? I only gave you the name.
Literally gave me a name. I just got back in my van after doing what I need to do at Hull City Football Ground, and you sent me, and I was like, oh, I've just been at Hull City Football Ground. It's a right nice ground. You went right then. You could go do some research on NGW. You twat. I was like, oh, you.
But the thing is, that's all I get. That's the whole thing I gave you.
Yeah, and as soon as I put in NGW, the amount of websites that came up were unreal.
There you go. I would recommend, you know what I mean, checking out some of their matches, because their production for me is absolutely up there. Do you know what I mean? It's absolute solid.
Mm-hmm. I think that if you'd be down for it, mate, for a future video, we could do a reaction to it to a couple of matches from them if they'll allow us to.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll probably reach out to them, ask them if we can get some like watch along videos and get some more videos up there, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So we're recording this obviously on the 19th. Jim, are we ready for Christmas, man?
Definitely, mate. I mean, I've got the hat on, so yeah, I'm ready for it.
Absolutely. Have you got many interviews booked, obviously, before Christmas, or is it all after now?
It's all after. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of people. Got in touch with our mutual friend Freya Rose. Just waiting to hear back when she can do one. I've tried to get in touch with Isaac North. It's going to be quite a task to get that guy on. Sugar Jimmy Vice been in touch from Eagle Pro Wrestling, asking to come on, and Gareth Angel himself messaged me asking about coming on as well. So hopefully I can get those people on next year. But if anyone that's watching knows a wrestler or a referee or whoever in the wrestling industry that fancies coming on and sharing their story, then just get in touch.
Absolutely, man. And don't forget, we may be going to Planet Wrestling in February.
Very likely. It's very, very likely.
I sent you the poster, do you know what I mean? And I think you saw who was on it, so I thought, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Jim, it's always a pleasure, man. Hopefully, I just enjoy the rest of your week.
Yeah, you as well, mate. And everyone that's watching, thanks for watching. And go subscribe to Wrestle Wellbeing, but also subscribe to Magical Wrestling. Both doing as artists to bring the community together and this and other. So, yeah,